Punishing Gray Raven. If you're a fan of the sci-fi cyberpunk aesthetic with a combination of hardcore, fast-paced hack-and-slash combat with highly stylistic anime characters, then this title should definitely be on your radar. Punishing Gray Raven is a 3D post-apocalyptic and sci-fi action RPG. As the commander of the Gray Raven unit, you'll be assembling an elite team of cybernetically augmented soldiers, leading them in intense action combat missions and unraveling the dark truths behind the virus disasters. With first hands-on impressions, I am amazed at how responsive this game feels with its combat, its mature and dark style themed plot, with its refreshing visuals. In today's primer video, I will be going over everything to get you started on the right path to becoming the best commander you can be. Starting off with breaking down the main menu, at the top left is the indicator for your account level, along with your name and user ID that is unique to your account. By clicking here, you can customize your profile. This is where you can change your display name and message people will see when they interact with your account. Under display, you can change the characters you would like to show off, and click display preview to see what others will see when they click on your profile. The news section is where important game announcements will go. The friends section is where you can add and communicate with other players of Punishing Gray Raven, and the event rewards are for events that are happening, which the first will be the new player sign-in event where you will get free weapons, a character, and costume just for logging in. Moving to the top right of the screen, here are a few currencies you should familiarize yourself with. The first being black cards, which are used to exchange into various tickets for characters and weapon pools. Serum is the energy of the game, used to do various stages within the game. Serum will regenerate over time, so make sure it is always on cooldown to optimize how much serum you can utilize. Last but not least are Cogs. Cogs are the basic currency of the game. You will use Cogs for all types of shop purchases and character or weapon upgrades. Battle is where you will find all the stages to clear within Punishing Gray Raven. There are quite a variety to enjoy, such as main story, the anthology, and the construct story. Within each section of the main story lies a secret hidden story for you to complete as well that can be unlocked by following the specified requirements. Each stage has a set objective to complete that will go towards your collection progress, and clearing all objectives will net you the maximum amount of rewards for each chapter. Event stages also make an appearance with the feature of co-op bosses you can clear to obtain even more rewards. Besides events, there are also challenges for you to complete and resource stages you can farm to gather much needed upgrade materials. Missions are goals you should be aiming to clear and can be used as a set guideline as to what you should be doing on a daily and weekly basis, as well as for the story of each chapter. As events go live, there will also be event missions to complete for rewards as well. For beginners, however, the novice missions will be a great place to start to get a head start in early game black cards and free materials. Now, I'm happy to say this game also features a dorm system with cute chibi versions of your characters. Here you can customize your dorm, tend to your character's needs, and send them to do chores to obtain dorm currency such as decor coins. R&D is where you would spend black cards to recruit more characters and to research weapons they can use. This is basically the gacha of the game, and where I should express the importance of the beginner exclusive guarantee, which guarantees you a S rank character in your first 40 pulls. Now, Kuro Game is also generous enough to allow us to pick our first S rank character as well. So with this in mind, it is highly recommended that you get the character from the member recruit or gacha first before using the construct or character selector. This will minimize the chance of you getting a dupe unless you really want to go all out on one specific character and don't mind getting dupes for their upgrades. Now, as far as who to pick for your S construct selector, Kamui is the most recommended choice as he is a great tank that can deal damage and utilize armor breaks, who happen to be a staple of the Dark Element team. He will also be a big help for early game story push. If you're not wanting to go for meta, then obviously the best choice is to select which waifu suits your taste. At the bottom right of the screen is where you can view your constructs or characters, along with items in your inventory and materials to purchase, as well as the shop to top up on packs for more pulls on characters and weapon banners. In the members section, this is where you can see what characters you have as well as the ones you don't have, symbolized by the lock symbol. In details, you can see more about each character, and coding allows you to change your character costume if you have it unlocked. Now, it's time to talk about the combat of Punishing Gray Raven, but before we get into the combat itself, you must first understand the importance of team composition. There are 3 class types in Punishing Gray Raven. They are the attacker, tanks, and supports. On top of this, each character also have elements they are tied to. These elements are physical, fire, ice, lightning, and dark. Now, every character has a rarity rank of either B, A, or S rank, which can be evolved into a higher rarity through evolved training. The top right shows the character name along with their battle power and energy types. To get more details on a character's kit, click the details button. From here, you get a variety of information regarding each character, from their character type to their specialties and combative ability charts. There are even some recommended gear sets and partner combinations you can utilize to best flesh out your teams and character. As you can see, each character can equip their weapon and up to 6 consciousness, which are stat upgrades with set bonuses. Both your weapons and consciousness can be upgraded further to enhance your character's battle power. Lastly, there are unique leader skills that will give you an advantage going into combat. So picking which character you want to start off with is very important as well. Talking about combat itself, each character has a normal attack and a dodge. As you attack, you will gain access to orb skills. Each skill is represented by a color, either blue, yellow, or red. To use one of the skills, simply click on the icon. These skills can be paired up to 3 times, known as a ping. A 2 ping and a 3 ping will increase the skill output in whatever it does. You can view the ratio by how much in your character's skill section. Each character also has their own unique skill order that allows them to do something unique, a core skill. For example, Lucia here can harness the power of her dual blade skills by first using any 3 ping, then using a red orb skill within 4 seconds of the other skill usage. This will allow her to get a limited dual sword buff to deal additional damage to the enemies. Each character will also have access to an ultimate skill that can be charged up by your basic attacks and orb skills. QTEs also make an appearance in this game. By getting a 3 ping of the corresponding color of your ally, you can use their QTE skill to help you out during battle. Dodging is a mechanic within this game that consumes a bit of your dodge stamina after each use. However, it will regenerate over time. This will allow you to evade otherwise devastating attacks and is very important to master for the use of supercomputing. Supercomputing is a slowdown that happens when you perfectly time a dodge just at the right time to evade an enemy's attack. This will significantly slow down the game to allow you to press your advantage and put rings around all your orbs to indicate that they all have the power of a 3 ping skill. So in this state, even a single orb can initiate your ally's QTE skill. Now be mindful that supercomputing does have around a 12-second cooldown. However, this can be bypassed through switching characters, as the cooldown is only tied to the character who used it. To switch characters, simply click on the portrait of the character you want to switch to. And this pretty much sums up the basics of combat within Punishing Gray Raven. However, if you ever need to brush up on your basic skills, I'm proud to say this game does come included with combat tutorials within Celica's class, and even a training room you can use also in co-op. Lastly, I want to go into details and the importance of upgrades, starting with characters. You can train your characters to increase their strength and survivability by multiple means. First is by simply upgrading your character's level. This will give you an increase in health, attack, defense, and crit. Promote your characters by fulfilling promotion requirements and having the required amount of cogs for their rank up. This will also give you a boost in the prior mentioned stats. Evolving a character is the process of changing their rarity. You can do this by collecting enough shards to fill up their circuit board. When all the spots are lit up, they will rank up to the next rarity. Now, as you evolve characters, the number of shards required for each circuit square will increase, so keep this in mind. Lastly, you can level up your character's skills. This will actively increase the output of the character skill ratio. Each skill upgrade will cost you skill points and cog. Every character can also be equipped with a variety of unique weapons. Each weapon will consist of its own unique skills, and each weapon can also be enhanced to increase its weapon stats. When a weapon is increased to its max level, it can be overclocked through specified materials while having the rank requirement to do so. This will allow you to further increase your weapon's level to increase its weapon stats. There are also resonance skills you can equip on weapons that you will learn later in the game to further enhance your weapon's capabilities. Last but not least, it's time to talk about consciousness, which are the sets you can put on characters to further increase what they excel at. Each set has a 2-piece and 4-piece skill set along with some stat increases. Much like weapons, each consciousness level can also be increased to further increase the stats they give. Also, just like weapons, consciousness can also be overclocked to further increase how high you can level them up. Resonance skills will also make an appearance here, which can further increase your consciousness capabilities. Combining your knowledge of the upgrades to characters, weapons, and consciousness are the key to making your characters powerful in Punishing Gray Raven. And that concludes my beginner's guide to Punishing Gray Raven. Punishing Gray Raven has been a highly anticipated title for many, and myself included, with its carefully crafted world and characters to its fast-paced and rewarding combative system. Now, if you are excited to try out Punishing Gray Raven for yourself, After watching this guide, then look no further, as all you have to do is click the download link down in the description below for your device of choice and you're good to go. If you found this video helpful, drop me a like, I greatly appreciate it, and if you hear more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn the notifications on so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.